Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shoham Mukherjee and I am back with another new video. Most of the MBBS students during their college days might have used some kind of coaching, and for 95% of the students the answer will be online coaching. But as soon as you complete your MBBS and start preparing for any competitive exams like FMGE or NEET PG or NICT, most of the students are bothered what type of coaching they should take, online coaching or offline coaching. And here I am to discuss some of the pros and cons of both online and offline coaching. But this video will be based completely on my experience and it will be my personal opinions. So my advice to you will be listen to all but take the ultimate decision by yourself and obviously with the help of your family. So let's start. So starting with online platforms. In online platforms, you will get everything you need to prepare at the comfort of your own home. You can sit in your study room where you are familiar with and you can watch the online live lectures. If you are not okay with the live lectures, if you miss anything, if you don't get time, if you are preparing with your internship for PG students, you can watch the recorded lectures too. So online lectures will save a lot of time for you, and also some students prefer watching at a more faster speed, suppose 1.5x or 2x, so they can also be benefited from this. Comparing it with offline classes, I can tell my personal opinion since I have taken offline coaching for myself for this year FMG exam. In offline coaching, you have to move to a different state or city. If you are staying in the same city also where the coaching center is located, still you cannot go up and down from your home every day. You will feel tired and you cannot concentrate on your studies. It will affect your studies at the end. So you have to take a nearby room or PG. Also, you have to reach at least 1 hour before the class time. Suppose the class starts from 8 a.m. You have to reach at least at 7 a.m. because the front seats get occupied at the earliest, and most of the students prefer taking the front seats because they think they can connect well to the teachers. So it's just a personal preference. What I have seen, I am telling you. In my coaching, most of the students come at least 1 to 1.5 hours before because you are sitting with almost 500 students. So if you don't sit at the front benches, you cannot concentrate properly because all students are not as energetic and as deterministic as you. So you have to choose where you want to sit. It's completely your personal thing. Now coming to the food, while you stay at your home and do online classes, you can have your own home cooked food, and there is very less chance that you will get sick after eating the home food. But while you stay at a different city or different place, first you have to make yourself familiar with the type of climate and the type of food. Also, you have to be very deterministic in choosing the type of food you eat because the next 5 to 6 months you have to eat the same food and it will be very crucial for your health. Once your health gets worse, you cannot concentrate on your studies. Now coming to the advantages of offline classes. Suppose there is a student who has not studied properly during the MBBS course, who has not taken seriously such competitive exam and has studied only for the professional exams or for the university. And now the student wants to prepare from zero. The student wants to start from the beginning. He or she doesn't have any handwritten notes. He or she hasn't prepared any notes. He or she hasn't prepared from any online platforms and they want to start from zero. So when such student starts, I think it's better for such student to go to offline platform because in offline classes, teachers motivates you in such a way and they will give you an extra push when the teacher stands in front of you and teaches you. You will yourself get an extra push to study more diligently. Suppose you have any doubts. So when you are studying at home, you cannot connect directly to the teachers. You have to message them on WhatsApp or their Telegram group or on Instagram or maybe some official groups of the coaching institute. So you cannot connect directly for all your problems. Suppose you were watching any lecture and you get any doubt or can't understand anything. You cannot ask them directly at that particular moment. But when you are at offline classes, you will get break. Suppose after 2 hours of class, you will get a 15 minutes break. You can reach out directly to the teacher. The teacher will always be available and you can directly reach out to the teacher and ask your doubts and you can note it down that time only. So the teachers will always be there for your guidance. Also, if you are that kind of student who needs motivation, like all the time you don't have motivation from inside you and you need a lot of motivation and you need an environment for study, so offline classes will be the best for you because in offline classes around 300 to 400 students will be studying with you. They will reach the classes, you will reach the class with them, you will see them studying before the class starts. So it will give you a different type of vibe. And also you can take libraries attached to the coaching institutes or nearby and you can find every student studying there. So while seeing them, you find the motivation to study. While seeing others, you find the motivation to study. Also teachers will be available and coaching institute, the teachers who run the coaching institute will always be available 24/7. So they will help you how to solve a particular problem or how to approach to a particular subject or which are the important points. Now coming to the most important point, the financial thing. When you do online classes, you don't have any extra cost. Only the payment you made to the coaching center, that's the only expense you are doing. You are studying at your own home, so there is no other expense. While you study at offline classes, you have to pay for the house, you have to pay for the electricity, you have to pay for the food, you have to pay for your water. And if you don't get any rooms nearby, if you are staying 1 to 2 kilometers away, you have to pay for your daily transportation also. So you have to keep these things in mind while choosing online or offline. Now suppose you already have your handwritten notes, you have made them during your course of study and you want to study from the same notes, then it's best you study online classes. You study from your own handwritten notes, it's the best thing you can do. Now coming to your health, I'm not telling that all students fall sick during their preparation, but I have seen my seniors and also my friends, most of the students fall sick. So you always have to keep a plan B when you are preparing for the most important exam of your life. In online classes, if you're not feeling well, you can sleep for 2 to 3 hours, you can take rest and you can cover up while watching at a much higher speed, or you can also watch the recorded lectures afterwards. But when you take offline classes, you cannot do this thing. When you miss one class, it's missed. You have to cover up from some other source, you have to watch the videos and then you can write the notes. You have to collect it from your friends and you have to fill up the workbook. That's the only option when you take offline classes. So you have to keep this in mind. Also, you have to understand that all teachers may not meet your expectation. So some students prefer studying different subjects from different platforms, from different faculties. So I think for those students, online will be the best, because in online you can divide the resources and you can study accordingly, but in offline platform you have to depend only on a particular coaching institute and you have to trust them completely. For offline centers, you have to wake up early in the morning, you have to get ready, you have to go to the classes at least 1 hour before, then 12 hours you have to do the class, you will get 15 minutes break at least 2 to 3 times in between, you will have your lunch that time only. Then when you return back at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. at night, you will be tired. No one can tell that they are not tired after doing 12 hours of class. So you will be tired, you have to keep that in mind, and still you have to do 2 to 3 hours of self-study to revise what you have studied the whole day. But when you do online classes, you can sit, you can lie down, you can do whatever you want, you can take rest in between. Nobody is going to watch you whatever you are doing. You can have food in between, you can sometimes you may feel hungry, you can have your food in between, you don't need to wait for the breaks, you can do whatever you want. So I think the tiredness factor is little less in terms of online class than offline class. Talking about tests, most of the online and offline centers both conduct their test online mode only, so you don't have to worry regarding the grand test which you need to practice before your exam. Both the online and offline coaching centers conduct their tests online only. There is no offline mode. 1 or 2 coaching centers do computer based test which is available for all the students. If you want, you can apply for that. So last and the most important thing, time. Time is the most crucial thing. You cannot waste even a single minute in your preparation time. So when you are doing offline classes, when you are attending offline classes, you might feel at some time that teachers are giving you a lot more motivation than you need. No offense to anyone, but it's the bitter truth. When you are sitting down and when your exam is coming near, you might feel that if I save 5 minutes or 1 hour or 10 minutes here, I can go home and I can study, I can do self-study, it will be much better. So you might feel at some times, you might feel low at some times that I am sitting in the class and I am wasting my time, because it's not the fault of the teachers or the coaching institute. They will try, like they are there for all the 500 students. Not all students are same. So they will try to keep you engaged for the whole 12 hours. They will not let you feel bored or something. So it's their work. But you may feel sometimes that your time is getting wasted, and if you stay at home, you might do proper study. So that's another one more disadvantage for offline classes, which many students feel, but it's not same for all students. In online classes, you can skip those parts, you can skip the motivation parts if you want, and you can only focus on the lectures. But as I said earlier in this video, listen to all, but take the decision by your own. You will get a lot of videos on YouTube talking about online and offline coachings. But you need to understand what type of student you are, what are your strengths and weaknesses, how much you have prepared during your MBBS days, do you have your notes or not, what type of notes you prefer, what type of teachers you prefer. Like all coaching institutes are best. They do more hard work than the students because they want all students to pass. They have the responsibility of all the students. You have the responsibility of only you, of only yourself. You want yourself to be passed. But the coaching institutes have responsibility of all the students. So you have to trust fully on them. Also, you have to understand how do you want to proceed. I hope you find this video informative. It will be helpful for you. And if you want, you can join our Telegram group. We arrange daily quizzes, PYQs and high yielding topics. It will be helpful for you for your upcoming PG and FMG exams. And if you want any guidance regarding the upcoming July FMG exam, you can reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram ID and the Telegram channel group will be provided in the comment box. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a good day.